Hello, I am North Carolina Secretary of State Elaine Marshall. My office has worked diligently for the past 20 years to build the legal infrastructure to support fully electronic mortgage closings. Our hard work paid off in historic fashion when Jason and Karen Bocardi of Forsyth County became the first borrowers to execute a fully electronic mortgage closing in the history of North Carolina. Over a period of 8 months beginning in August 2016, my office convened stakeholder meetings with mortgage industry players, which included attorneys, title companies' executives, the North Carolina Commissioner of Banks, the North Carolina Mortgage Bankers Association, the North Carolina Association of Registers of Deeds, electronic closing solution providers, and other interested parties. The goal was to determine whether North Carolina's legal infrastructure was sufficient to support the country's first statewide electronic closing initiative. There was a collective consensus that it was. On May 5th of 2017, Jason and Karen arrived at the local office of North State Mortgage Bank in Hickory, North Carolina, for a loan closing for a refinance. They were met by an electronic notary public and their closing attorney, who participated remotely via a video feed from the Hunneville Law Firm in Charlotte, North Carolina. After the formalities of general introductions, the eNotary immediately asked for and was presented with Jason and Karen's driver's license in order to ensure that they both had the identity claimed. The eNotary observed the time-honored legal practice of positively identifying the signers using the most trusted and relied-upon form of identity verification used today for high-value consumer transactions throughout the mortgage industry. This additional step of using the trusted conventions of satisfactory evidence of identity in this new electronic process was critical to the transaction because it ensured acceptance at the Registers of Deeds office. The title company ensured the transaction without pause, and the transaction was completed without introducing any uncertainty or additional risk in the mortgage closing process. After the electronic notary positively identified Karen and Jason, they focused their attention on a large monitor where the attorney presented and explained each document to the borrowers. Because North State Bank used DocMagic's total eClose system, the borrowers received and were able to view the entire electronic closing package in advance of the scheduled closing. This increased their understanding and confidence in the closing process and allowed them to complete the closing in less time than normal. This e-closing was completed in just under 30 minutes. As the attorney explained each document, Jason and Karen signed their signatures using a signature pad. Once the signatures of the borrowers were affixed to the documents that required notarization, the eNotary affixed her electronic notary signature and electronic notary seal to the respective documents. Upon completion of the signing ceremony, the electronic note was instantly registered with the MERS e-registry system, making it immediately eligible to be sold on the secondary market. The real property document, such as the deed of trust, was immediately repaired and ready for recording at the Forsyth County Register of Deeds office after the third day, where it became available for viewing online the moment after it was electronically recorded. Because the borrowers received electronic copies of the complete closing package several days prior to closing, they were already familiar with them and had most of their questions answered prior to the scheduled closing date. Electronic mortgage closing provides significant benefits to all parties connected with the mortgage closing process. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau found in its pilot program that when borrowers have more time to review the closing documents in advance, they feel empowered and are better educated on the total process. Based on the speed of the fully electronic closing process, the loan will fund faster, which can also result in the borrowers getting the keys to their new home faster or having their funds sooner from a refinance. The attorney can reduce travel time and can potentially close more closings during the course of a given day, which increases productivity. In this transaction, the attorney was 50 miles south from the notary and borrowers, and the registrar's office was 70 miles east. The lender is available to dramatically reduce the loan cycle time, as the electronic note can be sold on the secondary market in a matter of 1 or 2 days rather than weeks. There are also many additional benefits, such as going green and reducing the carbon footprint, savings in the cost of printing reams of paper, reducing or eliminating postage or special delivery fees, and reducing errors and lost documents, which are a constant source of frustration and lost revenue. Personal appearance before the notary public is the most relied upon and trusted form of identity verification in the world. Our electronic mortgage closing process leverages this trust by providing safeguards that ensure the utmost in consumer protection, maintain the prerequisite legal guidance for consumers while delivering a superior product, and an enhanced customer experience. Electronic mortgage closing is a win-win-win. It's for the borrowers, the lenders, and regulators. And North Carolina is proud to be at the forefront of revolutionizing the mortgage industry. Please contact my office at the number below to learn more about how you can participate in North Carolina's electronic closing initiative, or learn how to start an eClosing pilot program in your state.